Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Quick little chit chat about some foolishness going on this Thursday afternoon. Do not forget tonight the Ooh Express panel is on my channel at 9:35 p.m. tonight. So I hope to see everyone there. Come on around, have a good time with me and Jamie and Nene and Bondi as we chit chat about TV shows and everything going on that we want to discuss. Okay. So again, the panel is on my channel two nights at 9:35 and everything. Okay. I feel like nothing be happening sometime. And then all of a sudden, everything be happening at the same damn time. So I'm like, let me get my thoughts and my thoughts and my thoughts out while they on my head. And since I happen to be off work today, I'm like, let me go ahead and go live a little early for this. Okay. I hope everybody's having a great Thursday. The day before Friday. It has been a long week, y'all. And I am like, I just can't wait to get some rest soon. Okay. Hello to those who are now live watching. Hello to those who are watching the replay of it all, because that's what people around here do. Okay. But hey. Yes, honey, a lot of foolishness going on around here. A lot of foolishness. Yes, hello in the afternoon. Okay. And y'all know usually I ain't live this early. But I was like, listen, since I'm off, let me take advantage and say what I want to say, okay? But y'all know to do a couple of things to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dots, and dot, okay? Do not forget to like the video, comment in the comment section, also share the video because it's nice, okay? That's the thing to do as well. You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and Twitter because I'm always right chit and chatting, okay? It is always a conversation to be had if you just take the time to get it done, okay? Now look, while I am boom here, y'all know I'm popping off camera. I just have kind of it be too much energy sometimes being on camera, girl. But between all these new lawsuits come around here, and I'm like, just the foolishness of it all. I have my little topics to discuss, and we made this, scroll the Jasmine brand, who be having all the information or whatever to see what else could have popped up since I last checked. Okay, but let's get into what we came here to get into: the foolishness of it all. Boom. Okay. And I've been doing my stuff this way because I've been having less issues with StreamYard this way. So less pause and less glitchy issues or whatever. So I'm hoping this will help. Okay. But hey, to those popping in, hello, my dad's Florida. Well, it ain't hot here in Michigan, honey. It sure ain't hot. It's a little brisk. Okay, the summer is almost, well, spring. It's almost here. Hopefully, in another couple of weeks, we can have some hot weather here. Hello. Finally, I'll be trying to look like I just told y'all tonight. Catch us live. Okay, the panel live tonight at 9:30 on my channel. So come on, come through and catch me live again in about 6 hours. Okay, do that as well. But let's get into, let's see. Hey, Jillian JayBirds, please. Oh, 70 there in Arizona. I mean, in Illinois. Hey. Now, I did this live real quick, so I don't have as many graphics as I want. Y'all know I can be prepared. Okay, I was gonna have a whole little little segment. Ain't got none of that. Okay, ain't got none of that. So the first story I want to get into is Rihanna baby daddy. Okay, who out here getting arrested and stuff. Now this is the crazy part. Now last week the story was, him cheating on Rihanna. And I was like, what? And I said it in my review, like, I don't believe that. I would need Rihanna herself to come out and tell me it happened. And I was like, I want to wait to see how true it is. And that was the most I said about it before. So we do know that the rumor was started by somebody on Twitter, and the person on Twitter came and not only apologized but had to admit, I kind of posted something that I did not know if it was fact or fiction or whatever. I did not really check my sources as much as I should have, and he had to come back around here and said, "Oops, my bad." Now this was after the lady who he accused ASAP of having a relationship with also came out on social media, and she posted how, I ain't do that shit. Don't blame that on me. Um, and her name was Amina. Okay, now me like I don't usually make comments about what's going on, but what I'm saying, Rihanna out there living life, and I live my life, and I ain't do shit. So after that lady posted that, he posted this. Now we see the original post of him saying, "Oh, they broke up or whatever," because he was cheating on her with a girl Amina. As I said, Amina went on and said it wasn't me. Okay, I did not do it. And so he then went on his social media page and put up, "Hi all. So I'd like to address the situation. The one you created, sir. You did that, not nobody else." He said, "I want to address the situation. Last night I made a dumb decision to tweet some information I had received. I'm not going to talk about sources, blame others for a discussion that was started, etc. Because at the end of the day, I made the decision to draft that tweet, press and send, and put that out with my name on it. So I like to formally apologize to all parties involved. I'm sorry, all parties I involved with my actions and for my reckless tweets. I fully accept the consequences of my actions for my tweets and any harm they cause. I have no excuse for it. I've been way too wrapped up in Twitter drama, and unfortunately lean into being a messy lean into being messy as a brand, which is something that going forward I'm going to move away from. I'm going to take some time away from Twitter to figure out what that looks like and how I can start using my platform better as I've gotten away from using them for more positive work." This is the thing. This is why when y'all be telling me like, "Oh, so and so said this, so and so," I'm like, "Where is it? Let me see the proof." Okay, where is it? And people will post stuff just to get things to retweet, just to get some attraction on their page, just get clicks and views. So people always do, it's called clickbait. On YouTube it's called clickbait. On Twitter it's called, being a tweet. But we have to, when you are a blogger or a influencer or whatever you want to call yourself, a person who be on these streets, talk about what's going on in the streets, you have to be careful to not just repost, repeat, comment on and further perpetuate something that has not really been found as fact. Even though we are like allegedly. When you follow stories in time, the shit be a whole lie. Okay, a whole lie. Right. I said I felt like she would put him on blast. I felt like what she would have done was she would have just, this me and my baby. Okay, and that's it. But the fact that he had to come out and say, it wasn't really true, it didn't really happen. My bad, my bad. So that happened to ASAP Rocky then. Well, fast forward to this week. Okay, he was in Barbados, and that's how we also knew him and Rihanna had not broken up because she's about to give birth to her child, and they're in Barbados. She's from Barbados or whatever. So she's gonna give birth in her home country. And so we seen them hang around Barbados. Well, he then came back to the States. Okay, came back to the States on the airplane, went back to California, and at the door. Okay, at the door, they said arrested. Yes, he was arrested as he came back from Barbados. He was arrested and taken into custody at the airport. I was like, who snitched on him? And they say, okay, that the Bahamian police folk was working with the, LA police folk because it was a whole warrant out for his arrest. Why was he arrested? Well, because of a shooting from November 2021. Now, the victim, who I don't know who the victim is, but the victim said that ASAP Rocky walked up to him shooting 3 or 4 times and the bullet or something grazed his hand. I'm like, ASAP, why you out here shooting people? Did you shoot somebody? ASAP Rocky, girl, don't be doing that. It's kind of crazy that people be out here just willy-nilly shooting. I'm like, why you just shoot? Girl, what? Now, again, the victim said it was ASAP Rocky. That's who did it. It was on him. He shot me. I don't like it, and I'm gonna tell. And he has supposedly been under investigation because this had not, been made public until he got arrested. No one even knew of a shooting in November that I know of where he was a suspect. Okay, he was someone of interest. And I'm like, did he know? Is that why he came back from Barbados? Because he knew that he would possibly be needed to be turning himself in. Now he was arrested and everything. He had to post $550,000 bail. So he was arrested. He was let go a few hours later because he posted the bail. But his next court date is August 17th. I was like, that's a lot of money. And it makes me wonder, Was he prepared? Because I feel like he knew a little bit. Let's have that money put it aside, you know what I'm saying, for some reason or the other. Because again, I'm out within a couple hours. I happen to come back at this time or whatever. It's weird. Let's see. But if it was true, maybe we get that album, but neither here. Look, I don't think Rihanna at this point, Rihanna doesn't have to do music. I think the fans want new music. I think she may be working on it here or there. But Rihanna has so far removed herself and has so far expanded her platform outside of music. I'm like, she don't have to do another album. That's like the Tasha K situation. You can't jump quick on what blogger or what blogger or post say. Look, y'all know I rarely be like, bam, 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 breaking news, unless the person who the news is about is making a statement and confirming, hey, like with Ashley, Ashley Darby, confirmed her separation from Michael. I did, bam, 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 breaking news. But when I see something on Twitter, even if I see other YouTubers posting my stuff, I'm like, no, ma'am, no, sir. I have to feel like it's from some kind of credible source, because I just don't like perpetuating rumors sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's all fun and games a little bit, but I'm like, who said he cheated? Where did it come from? Oh, a random person on Twitter, girl, bye. And it just spread like wildfire. And you just have to be very, very careful. You have to be mindful about what you put. You have to be mindful about what you put out there as you are dealing with real people and their real lives. Because look, I never want to have to retract something I said because I found out it wasn't true. The one that happened to me maybe a couple weeks ago, well, with the Will Smith Chris Rock slap, while I was on live talking about Will Smith's apology. People in the comments said, like, Chris Rock said it too. And I was sent, a screenshot of this Chris Rock apology, and it was fake. And that's why I say usually I tend to like to investigate, find a couple of sources, make sure it's posted on something credible, either that person's page or something. But I read it. But in my review, I was saying, on last, like, I don't know. This is what they said now. But again, I tend to like to investigate myself before I, go on here and say this and say that. But it can always be what it's gonna be. So again, we're gonna hope that man, doesn't, because look, did he really shoot? Because if he really did it, he deserved whatever he gonna get to him. But if someone say he did and he did not, that's kind of weird. Now, I seen before I came on here on the Neighborhood Talk how it says ASAP Bari, who I guess is part of the ASAP crew, says the reason ASAP Rocky was arrested was because ASAP really snitched on him. I'm like, why people snitching? I'm like, what's going on? Look, it's weird to me because everybody can't be out here snitching. And all these ASAP people too, that's just weird for me. Because how many ASAPs can it be? Why can't ASAP, oh, there go my nephew. Hold on, y'all. Hey, DJ, I'm on live. I'm gonna call you back, okay?
Oh, well, real quick, how you feeling?
I feel okay. How you feel?
Let me tell you, you weren't feeling the best, so I was just making sure you're feeling okay.
Yeah, I'll talk about it when I call you back.
All right, love you.
All right, love you. So my nephew does, my feelings because he calls me, he talks to me. But back to the Neighborhood Talk people. But yeah, they were saying that a friend or whoever ASAP really is snitched. I'm like, so ASAP Bari said ASAP really snitched on ASAP Rocky. That's too many ASAPs. I'm like, I don't want to hear all that. Okay. It's also why you got to be careful when you have these friendships and you do dirt in front of people that you don't really, you may not be able to trust. Okay. The best way to hide your dirt is to do it with your lonesome. Do not be out here doing things with other people. It's just not smart. It's just not smart. Okay. Because what happens is they snitch on you. Okay. And no one wants to like to snitch if it's going to be truthful. Let's get on. Why I may not even have a thing for Hazel E, because Hazel E out here too, and let's see, I want to, I got my little video, but I don't know if I have something for Hazel E or not. I may not. I may have forgotten her. I did forget her. So we're gonna just pop that off. Okay. Boom. We're going to see me. But Hazel E was out here. I think I have her video though. Let me share it from the Jasmine brand. Okay. Share my screen right now. This is what happens when you don't be prepared sometimes. And sometimes I'm not prepared. Like today. But Hazel E is hospitalized again because of the tummy tuck. So I feel like Hazel E is always into something for some reason or the other. Also, it's just bad luck. Now she was just on social media the other day, and she was telling folk, leave me be by my body, leave my bad body built ass alone, like leave me alone. Y'all think I'm out here getting surgeries or whatever, but I had this issue and that issue and whatnot, and since my body looked different for different reasons, I may never get back to my pre-baby body. And I was like, okay. The weird thing I feel about Hazel E is I feel like Hazel E was getting surgery before she got pregnant. I think Hazel E's body was looking different before she had a baby. So don't blame that baby if you just had bad surgery. So again, now she is back in the hospital because you shouldn't be getting all these things done or whatever. So let's listen to what she had to say.
So I wasn't gonna make one of these hospital Hazel in the hospital videos, but looks like I'm gonna be here longer than I expected. This is my second day back in the ER for another infection in my stomach. So you know how you guys been dragging me talking about, oh, her stomach looks so swollen, she's so botched. No, she get infections under that tummy tuck, and they do things to you from the inside out that you don't even know. So they're here trying to get it under control so it doesn't go back into that sepsis state. I tried to do a great birthday for my husband, a beautiful Easter for my daughter since I ruined it last year. Man, I pushed it and I made it through and made it back here. Hopefully, I will be out tomorrow. My birthday's next week. I'm not missing the Bahamas for nothing. Because I'm in closing. I'm just trying to be honest with my dolls out there and all the people who are interested in tummy tucks and plastic surgery and, that instant gratification that we also desire when it comes to our beauty goals. Can land you back in the hospital. This is like I don't even know how many times I feel like I should have like my own special room in the ER at this point. Um, so, pray for me or don't. Just cut the negativity out because a bitch don't really need to see it or hear it.
So you heard it from her own mouth. This is the weird thing I feel about Hazel E. She consistently, in my opinion, has had work done, and it's weird that no one really was commenting about her body stuff until she kept having different surgeries. And then when she would have the surgeries, it just looked like it just wasn't done right. And it's weird because it's weird because she wants to say, well, it's not because I'm having bad hurts. It's like, yeah, but if every surgery you have causes all these complications, why do you keep getting surgery? It's just I don't understand this. Okay, do they get addicted to surgery after they first round, honey? I will never know. At this point, all Hazel is known for is by surgery. She used to go on that K Michelle show. Hazel needs to go. Y'all is crazy. If a kid now, you need to put your life in danger unnecessarily. This is sad. For them botched bunnies. Folks, please learn to love yourself and learn to love some of your imperfections. Too many die and lose body parts. I was like dolls. I don't think she's in a fan club. And why are they called dolls? Okay, I don't know. Not what kind of Chucky doll. Lord Jesus. She'll get another surgery to fix the issues on the surgery. I think all of our surgeries are also done out of the country because some things the doctors won't do here. You know what I'm saying? Some surgeries aren't even really done here, so they have to go overseas or overseas, over the oceans, over the airways. I don't know. But I'm like, you can't make it seem like when someone is saying, hey, you keep having surgeries and it keeps going bad, because it does keep going bad, okay? And that video was from April 19th that she uploaded her IG story. But again, it's from complications from a tummy tuck. How many tummy tucks you gonna have? How many? Because eventually, things will start happening and start going wrong. And that's just not the thing to do. Okay, but let's get back into this right here, okay? Because we now have up, the girl, the Kardashians, Blac Chyna, her mama, and this foolishness all up and through for no reason at all. Now we know that Blac Chyna is out here suing the Kardashians. Okay, we know, first of all, I need y'all to like the video. Okay, like the video. Because liking is the thing to do. Okay. Anyway, so Blac Chyna, who is suing the Kardashians, and she's suing Kris Jenner, Khloe Kardashian, or Kylie Jenner, and then also Khloe. So those are the ones she's suing. It seems that she's not suing Kite Girl, Kendall, or Courtney. Those two aren't getting sued. Okay. Anyway, she is suing them for $300 million. Okay, yes, $300 million. Okay, because she's saying for lost wages from the reality show that she would have a Rob years ago. What's called Rob and Chyna, or Chyna and Rob? That she's saying that the Kardashians and the Jenner went ahead and got canceled because they just didn't like her. Okay, she brings up how we're in the court case, because it's in court now. They just put the jury, and so the court case is starting now. They're saying that Kris was calling Chyna, stupid and really ghetto to the producers and also to the execs at E! News or whatever. And they said, Kris said, cancel that bitch. I said, not cancel that bitch, but I can see them saying, I can for sure see Khloe saying that, okay? I can see all of them saying, I really can. And I do think they may have been so close with E! They never thought any of this would ever get out. So who would think that Chyna would try to sue them? Now she's also suing Rob, okay? Because Rob released photos of her. I believe it was after she had surgery, so it was like news stuff of her or whatever. And she was saying that they were telling the producers, "Oh, she's abusing Rob. Her Rob are in an abusive relationship because of an argument they had." But she then said, "Yeah, but footage from the show that was being recorded shows after that argument, you should see him. He was unharmed. He had no bruises or whatever, and we were still, good or whatnot." Again, so she's like, they still use these lies and these tactics, okay, to get the show canceled. So I want $300 million. Okay, I want all the money up front in my bank account right now. And she also brings up how the reason she got a PPO against Rob was because initially she did that hoping he would not post the pictures. But I remember seeing them, and I was like, no, not even though Chyna herself poses nude or poses, in not much sometimes. That's her prerogative, but you can't be out here posting other folks' nudes. That's against the law, okay? Blac Chyna will win. They stopped her show for no reason. The show held good ratings, and Chyna lost money because of them. And this is the reason why I think she will win. People were anticipating the next season. She was going to supposedly be making $100,000 per episode, okay? And usually those shows have from like 10 to 15, like 10 to 16 episodes. So she lost out on probably about $1 million. And plus with these shows, you also get money from endorsement deals, from bookings, so you get other things based on your show being popular. So she also lost out on all of that. And they know that because they use all of that shit for their own show. So I think they're fully aware of what they helped her lose. I also feel like everyone has always believed her when she said they got my show canceled because it was greenlit for a season 2, and we can't make it seem as if her and Rob did not break up until after the show was canceled. So it was that. Uh, please tell me something you read Chloe and have the rest. No, I have not seen what Funky said. Um, Blac kind of has a case against Rob and the revenge porn photos she posted twice. Because I remember seeing them. And it was Cray of the Z, okay? Right, they have had, it'd be weird with the screen be up. Right, they have had so much privilege they would have never thought someone was standing up to them. I hope she wins something, even a little, just to make a point. I do think the reason the amount she put up is so high is so that I may not get 300 million, but I may get 50 million. You make it high and you can kind of settle for it less than that amount, or she could get more. Okay. Damn, trying to go on and beat Rob too. Now, this is the thing. Also, in the court case, it was being said that Chyna was on the stand and she brought up because she allegedly, okay, she put a gun to Rob's head and she like put a phone charger around his throat. She says she was joking. Okay, when I put the gun to Rob's head, I was joking. Okay, when I tried to choke him with the phone cord or the charge of the cord, I was joking. So she's saying those two things are jokes, but I feel like those two things does not have anything to do with the fact that if these ladies, okay, the KKK of them, helped get her show canceled, because at the end of the day, Rob did not leave her. And I keep saying, people keep forgetting that Rob is the only person who can carry on the Kardashian name. Okay, none of them is archive. We'll close the card. We'll close it. Y'all know O.J. Simpson's co-daddy, but none of them can have children that will carry on the Kardashian name. You know what I'm saying? Kylie Kids is carrying on Travis Scott's last name. Chloe's daughter, has Tristan Third Thomas Thompson last name. Kim kids, all they have is Kanye's last name. And then Courtney, all her kids have Scott's last name. So the only one who has a dynasty to the Kardashian throne is Rob, i.e. Chyna. Because right now she has the only child with the Kardashian name. Okay, now Rob will have to have another boy because if and when Dream gets married, her last name will change. But again, it's just they ain't like her at all, and I believe they call her ghetto. Because we're not gonna look. She is, but it doesn't mean that Chris was not using that information as a derogatory statement against her. They were trying to do whatever they could to get that damn show canceled, and now it's backfiring on them. Okay, I hope Chyna wins her case against the Kardashians. They can't say the reason the show should be canceled based on Rob and Chyna breakup. Scott and Court broke up, and he's still on the show. Chloe Tristan's situation, he's still on the show. I said that before. Now, even though I heard folks say, "Well, no, Rob and Chyna was not as detailed and not as sick as the shit with Courtney and Scott." They were saying how Scott had been around for so long. That's why he was on their show. My thing was, Rob and Chyna's show was separate from the Kardashians. So they were trying to control a situation because they were never happy that she was even with him. They never liked her. But I'm like, she was friends with Kim because she was with Tyga, and Kim was with Kanye. Once Kylie and Tyga got together, they kind of pushed Chyna to the side. So she then said, "Well, okay, I'll bang your brother." And then once I was back around in the family, and now she's pregnant, they hated it because someone who they did dirty is now fully included in their family because she not his dang brother. She had a baby by him. Okay. Too high and right and set up for enough to love her for life. They know the small charger around his neck. Chloe is a rope girl. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna do that be. For them to love their name, they could have gave their kids a name. You would think. Okay. Anthem might be ghetto, but they got the right one again. She came in and said, I'm a push some buttons or whatever. I don't think she would win as much as she's asking for, only because the Kardashians didn't have the final say. The people that put the trigger are canceling the show. Well, that's her point. They use their influence at the network with the producers and with the executives to get the show canceled, meaning y'all caused me to lose my job, so I'm suing y'all. So she gonna win because the evidence she has against them. And not only that, they are all EPs on the show as well. So, she's smart. Scott, see, I haven't watched the Hulu show at all. I thought about watching. I'm like, no. But also her mama, Tokyo the Tony, is out here acting a plum D fool, honey. Look, I'm gonna put this video. Her mama was banned from the courtroom, okay, because she was basically talking shit on live. Okay, so I want to remove this and put in this, and let's listen.
I guess the jury is in. I don't know. Well, Kim Kardashian and the Kardashians are afraid of me. I don't know why. They said that I intimidated them last night on live when I wasn't even on live. That I intimidated them online.
I mean, Tokyo, you don't scare me, but I can see you being scary. Okay. So you do be saying a whole bunch of stuff on live. Okay.
So with all the police here in the world, they are scared that I'm going to do something. Why would I do that? China's already going to burn them up for $300 million. They're so angry. They're going to walk Rob, Corey, all of them in. Do this. Won't you guys meet me on the front? Meet me on the front. I'm going to go in front of the court building. I'm going to sit and I'm going to do a report. Yes, they got me blocked. Say they're scared, intimidated with me in there. I guess I'm going to pull a hot one out my pussy and rub it.
A hot one? She got a gun on her vagina? I don't think they put that gun in her vagina.
Across her lips. I don't know. The intimidation is real. They got her own mother put out. The Kardashians are some shit. They some shit. But I'm not mad, because I'm away from them. They won't see me.
That's a threat, right? You Tokyo, you can't be out here saying they gonna see me. I'm waiting. Okay, that's the threat, right? Girl, stop.
Nothing worked. They tried it. They cease and desist didn't work. Why would they cease and desist when I've been talking about this? They're trash. They pussy stink. And they haven't tell all their business. Literally all of it. Come sue me. I got $3 for you.
Not $3. Do they sell that cooch too? Tokyo, honey, and she was this recording is her at the courthouse. She's walking through the court. That's why they put you out.
And then I'm gonna show you your brother's text. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. Y'all with this incest has to stop.
Not incest. So who y'all think? So Tokyo alleging that she has texts from Rob, and then mentioning, the family all messing with each other. Oh, you're not helping. You're not helping your daughter's case by badgering the witnesses.
It's bad. Meet me on the front of the courthouse. Let's talk about it. Yeah, they about to get dog walked. Let me tell you something. Like yesterday, they look horrific. They look sick. Chloe looks sick and she's scared. What are you scared of? I did a rap, Radar Online. They didn't even put the rap up. They just put the words.
Not Chloe scared and Chloe ugly. I mean, Chloe probably is scared because she's scary.
I've been told y'all these bitches been watching me. All these celebrity bitches watching me, bitch. All of them. All of them. And you can't even see them on my page. That's why I don't like bitches on my page that I don't know and don't spend. I told you, Chloe, subscribe to my network. I told you that. So let me go dig up the receipts. She subscribed. She that pressed to see what I'm doing on my show.
That I believe. I absolutely believe the Kardashians, one or two or three of them, or all of them, are fully aware of what's going on around them, okay? Because they want to react to it.
Don't worry. Y'all Hulu won't make you something. But let me tell you about yesterday. They got dogged the fuck out. And they mad today. They so mad. They said that they were scared of me. With all those police around, everything's going on, you're scared of little old Tokyo. In a dress and some heels. That's because they losing. Everybody knows they're sluts and buckets. Sex each other and shit like that. And that's why I'm exposed all Rob's secrets. I sure am. Totally. But I'm out here in front of the court building. Glad it ain't raining.
Girl, someone please call 911. Because Tokyo tripping. Okay, this is my thing. Look up, read some of y'all comments. She's hilarious. Her mama's a mess. Nobody was watching that show just like they didn't watch her show on Zeus or WeTV. People aren't checking for Chyna like that. Well, that's your opinion. I'm not gonna say what you said ain't your opinion. I watched the show. I was gonna watch season 2. Some people did watch Chyna's show initially. So I can't say no one checking for her like that. Chyna is not as popular now as she was, let's say, when she was with Rob. I do feel like had she stayed with Rob, or even had that show just had a season 2, I do think she would have gotten more popular. The same with the Kardashians. They are a reality show train, and Chyna knew that. And I think that's her point in saying, had they not stopped my bag then, I would be in a different situation now. So I do know people who was watching her show. The one on E and the one on Zeus. But it was just a mess. Tokyo 20 had on the fly outfit today just saying sister's a mess. She's always a mess. Although Angela is ghetto, that's not for Chris to say. This is true. And people wonder why they call her ghetto. But that's her mama. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Chyna's, we can't, that was her mom acting that way, not Chyna herself. They can't gag her. No. The next day after she kept going live on social media, the Kardashians' lawyer went to the judge, judge, look at this shit, judge. Look at these videos, judge. The judge then banned Tokyo Tony from being at the trial. And so my thing is, you have now ruined things a little bit for your daughter, because you're taking the story away from what they did to her, and you're making it about you, now going at them. I'm like, what she should have did was she shut up, took some notes, and once the case was over, then went and did a whole live about everything. So that way I could talk about it, okay? But now you're not there no more, but it's like you didn't make anything better, okay? We have to sometimes learn when to shut up to get more information and then spit all the beans later, okay? Tokyo has a network. No, she does not have her own network, but she was on Zeus. Who's worse, Tokyo or Wanda? Ooh, Tokyo, Wanda. Because Wanda will always get involved. Tokyo doesn't always get involved. There are things that has happened with Chyna that she just did not involve herself in. Anything going on with Tisha, Wanda will be involved all the way. It doesn't matter if no one was watching the show. The fact remains she had a contract that was breached by Rob, not Chyna, because his mama. Okay, his mama did that. What's a slut bucket? It's a very, 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 very promiscuous person. Okay, it's out here just slutting it up. Yes, Blac Chyna show was on Zeus. Her mom was on it. Yes, she was. Okay, I watched both shows. Tony is crazy. After Wanda said Mel is choking on cotton, I'm not doing that. She's the worst. I'm trying to. Why my thing was? Oh, there we go. I hope Chyna wins. The Kardashians mess with everyone. Man, let's not forget Kylie was treating with Tiger first. Ooh, that's the truth. But again, I hope she wins too. I just want her to win and for it to make sense. I don't want her to win and then she's like, I told y'all. We believe you, sis. But take that win and run with it. Okay, run far away. Okay. But we're gonna see how much more foolishness goes into this court case. Okay. Next up, Joseline Hernandez. Okay, Joseline Hernandez, who has her own show on Zeus, the Joseline's Cabaret. Beth Funky said ain't no real cabaret. is now officially being sued by 4 of the dancers from the show. Now, we don't know which 4. We just know for a fact that one of them is Amber, okay? Now, Joseline was acting a fool last season on season 2. So technically, they should sue as well. But Amber and allegedly Amber, because they have not released the names of the 4 women. Okay, but 4 women, 4 dancers from the show is suing Joseline for $25 million. Okay, $25 million. And I was like, ooh, that's a lot of money. And I don't think she got it. I just don't. Now they're saying, okay, that Joseline was like premeditated, and wanting to fight them, how she planned to come to the reunion to fight them. I'm like, but I feel like everybody plans to come to the reunion and fight, even if you're in heels. Their whole thing was saying, she came in combat boots, but we came in heels. I'm like, people fighting heels all day. Y'all were fighting heels on the show. So the excuse being that Joseline had on combat boots means she, it was a premeditated attack on y'all. Is just say it was premeditated because it was, not because she was in boots, y'all was in heels. Because the shoes someone has worn has never stopped a fight from happening. Now we have seen Amber's allegations right after the reunion happened. Okay, she was on live. We also seen Joseline, who was on Twitter at the point in time, posting basically the confirmation, like, yeah, we fought, I did that, and I did this. So my thing is, one, Joseline herself has provided the prosecution so much evidence that it would probably be easy for them to at least show she fought us. And we know the reunion trailer came out a couple days ago. It doesn't show much. It shows everybody walking in. It shows them sitting down. It shows some fussing, but you only get like a little 2-second maybe glimpse of a possible fight that's going on or whatever. Some like Zeus for sure cut all that footage down and it's gonna probably not show the real fight. Right there, I went to the fight. I was like, girl, what you going to push on? Okay, what is going on? $25 million. Most of Zeus moneymakers are in a legal mess. Yeah. The weird thing with Joseline's situation is the fact that Ballistic also is being accused of being someone who put his hands on one of the girls. And Amber posted on her social media a quick clip in slow-mo showing you see Ballistic and he's holding someone's hair. He for sure has someone by the hair, and you see the person whose hair it seems he's holding swinging on him. And my thing is, there's never a time where Ballistic hand should have been gripping anyone's head in their hair. Okay, that's part 1. And part 2 is when everyone's fighting, can you really sue the person on the show? And let's get this clear. I think they should win. Okay, I think they should win. Now, even though Lemire, and that's Lemire. Lemire, I don't know. That's the owner of Zeus right there. I think his name was Lemuel Plummer. He did a couple interviews and they kept asking him about this court case or whatever. And I can't speak on it because ain't nobody sued us. We ain't been served. Ain't no nothing. And now it is. So I do wonder how will he not respond to the $25 million lawsuit that is going after Joseline. Now, I also feel like it should not be just at Joseline. It should also be at Zeus and Ballistic. Okay, because they all played an active role in what happened at the reunion. Okay, it wasn't just them, it was all y'all. Okay, it was Joseline, it was Ballistic, and it was also the ladies. Everyone went to that reunion to beat somebody's ass. Okay, we just don't know whose. And it's sad that at the end of it, Amber was one who did go to the hospital because she was kicked in the stomach and had some bruised ribs. But I'm like, look, at the end of the day, stop fussing and fighting on TV shows if you're not willing to either get your ass beat or beat some ass and get sued. Because they both come with the territory. Now, we know a lot of shows have shown fighting here and shown fighting there. I think this may be the first time someone on Zeus sued someone. Let let's see. Trust Joseline was snitch on Zeus. I just showing as a case with ballistic. No, if she was fought by Johnson, if their point is Johnson came to purposely fight us, that's her point. I ain't gonna say it's right, wrong, or indifferent or whatever, but it's foolishness nonetheless. I think Zeus Network should be sued because even the show is about drama. They should still have adequate security to protect those ladies from getting physically assaulted. And I think that was their point in saying that security is like allowing a bit of the fights to go down, even on because I haven't watched the Bad Boy show since like episode 3. But even with the men fighting, you see security waits like 5-7 seconds, and a lot can happen in a 5 to 7 fight if you swing it hard. Okay, and so I do think Zeus probably tells security, don't rush right in. Okay, unless you see somebody with like a knife, then jumping in. But if they just fighting, let it play on a little bit and then break it up, and they're gonna be their glitch. And I know we're just free and fun and it's like real and raw content. It's like, yeah, but it doesn't have to be consistent fighting. Trust what we will see is going to be so edited, it will be crazy. I completely agree. Okay, Joseline and Ballistic together don't even have that much money. Honey, not at all. Zeus do. That's about it. But the fact that we're still getting the trailer of this reunion with the network or the app people not even saying, we have evidence of everything. Because you see in the premiere, we see cameras everywhere. We see cameras. Y'all catching them walking from the car, in the hallways, in the dressing rooms, on the stage. So ain't no way y'all had no idea what happened because y'all was there. The only thing I would say they may have been trying to shift through is what they could see based on so many people being, a whole melee. So the only thing they may be trying to figure out was, okay, what do we have footage of? What can be seen based on how many people was around? That's it. But y'all can make it seem we don't even know if we got any footage. I gotta check and see. You have footage. You definitely have footage. Okay. Even the Crazy 88s are on it when they go get to on Love Hip, because Love and Hip Hop at first wasn't even about fighting. Like, fights happened, but it was the big thing until later on. And Mona made sure, hey, because Mona ain't want to get sued. Mona, no, you can't be out here letting folks fight. Because advertisers don't like that. Okay? That's some foolishness. To me, Amber seems to be under influence. I don't know about that. Jonathan didn't seem to be. Johnson, that's you. Is that you, Jocelyn? Maybe Jocelyn. Was Zeus standing in a suit? I'm not sure. They only brought up how it was Jocelyn for right now. Yeah, honey, maybe everybody. As we know, everybody's tuning everybody. But let's move on to Trey of the Songz, okay? Foolishness with this man is always come around here, and I don't know why. I was like, Trey Songz, just sit down somewhere. Sir, I mean, the bad part is Trey Songz. Not the bad part, but the situation is Trey Songz keep having more claims come up because I don't think he's doing anything new. It's all the old shit he's done that's coming back to bite him in the ass. Okay, now I said that he's being hit with a new $5 million lawsuit over him exposing a woman's breasts back in, I don't know when it was. I think like maybe 2013, if I'm not mistaken. And it was caught on camera. Now I'm not gonna show the foot because I don't know if a titty is seen, and I'm not playing with YouTube like that. But he's now facing, this is part of Jasmine Brand, more allegations from someone claiming he sexually assaulted them. And this time there's reported video proof. Okay. And in the video, that is posted all over social media. Okay, you can see Trey Songz around there. You can see him and the girl. She happens to be a Caucasian woman, and you can see the bathing suit top come down, and he is singing like, "Oh, we got today." I'm like, What are you doing? What is wrong with you? And the fact that we see it, you know, the fact that it's in plain sight. I wonder if I can play it. I can't remember if it's like audio, if it's like music. And you know, I ain't trying to play. I think it's music. And the fact that he's singing titty in the open as he snatched down her bra top. And while the girl did laugh, you know, we laugh and be nervous and shit like that. So it's not as if we can make it seem like, you know, she felt uncomfortable. But, you know, it happened, they're saying, back in 2013 at an event called Foxwoods Liquid Sundays with Trey Songz, okay, back in Connecticut. And it says the girl who last name was Johnson was having a friend take a picture of her while in the VIP tent when Trey Songz allegedly came up from behind and pulled her breast out from her bikini top and then yelled, "Titties in the open." And again, you see the, like, look, you can see it, okay? I seen it to myself. I'm just not playing those games. And it's like, no, Trey, you know, new or old, because you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I think, you know, back in the day, long time ago, artists, be it rap or music or whoever, and women in this industry, it was a crazy time. Okay, it was time. So it was a time in life where that happened and no one had an issue with it. That is no more. You do not need to be taking the liberty of exposing someone's breast or all these things, because it's just not the right thing to do. And I think it just shows that he has allegedly been doing things over the years that are wrong. And I have to keep saying allegedly because I ain't trying to get caught up. But the video showing him pull her titty out and then singing "Titties in the Open," which was catchy as fuck, and I was upset about that. But it's just sad that that's what things have come to. Okay. And you do see her cover her chest up. Okay. Now she's a lawyer now who says that despite her laughter, she was humiliated and the incident caused lasting damage, including severe emotional distress and self-harm. They strongly believe that the alleged assault being captured on film makes their case a guaranteed win. Now, even though there is a statute of limitations, because again, that was back in 2013, and they say in Connecticut is a 3-year limit on cases or whatever. But if a person claims memory loss due to being a victim of something, until they're triggered by something, then they can possibly still cut someone. So again, she may not be able to get at him, you know, criminally, but I can sue for $5 million. Okay, the whole 5. And now it says there's a case. Okay, and they said that she was recently triggered by his other assault cases. Okay, which was dropped by authorities. And then her lawyer said that they will drop the case if Trey Songz settle for upwards of $5 million. He has until May 5th to respond. So technically, is it a bribe? Is it a shakedown? If you're saying we'll drop our case against you if you pay her $5 million. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's weird because, like, for my channel, I be trying to be upbeat and, you know, and have like happy shit or like funny whatever. And I'm like, it'd be so tough having these conversations because it's looking like it's not that he isn't wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's not that he isn't wrong for what he's being accused of allegedly. Okay, that he allegedly did. But it's like, we'll drop the case for $5 million. Yes, extortion. That's the word I was looking for, extortion. Right, that's the least of the allegations. You know, you know what I'm saying? And the cases against him for other people are different things. That's where he like physically did something to someone physically, where this is him, he pulled down her bikini top. We have to have these conversations. We do, but I be like, I just have to be careful how I have the conversations because I never want to victim blame, but I also don't want to prosecute the alleged, person who's been alleged that they did something. So it's a thin line between, he's guilty of everything versus what happened. Let's have that conversation. Because it's just two different things. So I do believe, based on all the allegations, there is a lot of smoke, there's a lot of fire, and he need to get his shit in order. And then he don't even be saying nothing. That'd be the crazy part. It'd be these allegations or whatever, and I'm looking like, dang, he don't be saying shit. Okay, a lifetime is going to Honey soon probably, and gonna probably have R. Kelly background, because that's what it is. And even though this is from 2013, it doesn't make it any less because people, go through things, you know what I'm saying, years prior, and it doesn't hit them until later. And then it also can be the fact that you think you're the only one at that time. So, can I, one solo person who trades songs, put my titty out, can I, go against him, in the big machine? It's like, no. But now if you're seeing, okay, it's other people coming out saying, me too, something happened with me too, you can feel a bit more brave to come up and say something. I think the wording of we'll drop the lawsuit for $5 million, it sounds a bit extortiony, but it's like, what else can someone do? And they have went through something with somebody, and because of the statute of limitations, my hands are tied. Pay me my money. Pay me my money. I also want to have a conversation later on a whole different day. YouTube bullshit, but also there's some YouTube bullshit. I'm like, what's going on right here? But I like to have different conversations. I'm trying to get back into that. He should just pack it up. He's done. He was mad, popular in the beginning, and now we only hear about all the allegations. We haven't heard much from him at all recently, truthfully, not since the allegations. I don't think he will make any, but also like he's somewhere making some money. I feel they're like private, because I don't follow him on social media, so I don't really be knowing why is Netflix adding commercials? Girl, get on my face, Netflix. I'll be looking at stuff and then be seeing why is I be having to be things open on my phone, and I'm like, it be too much. I don't follow Trey Songz on social media, so for me, I feel like, do he be like doing shows and stuff, and I just don't know? Well, no, Trey Songz last post on his page was December 27th of 2021. So whatever he doing, it ain't public. Okay. So, I mean, he's sitting around somewhere for the past 4 months. Getting things, I don't know. When does Surviving Trey Songz come on at this point? It could be this a surviving hip hop. Because it's not just our other Kelly. It's not just, Trey Songz. It's not just Christopher Brown. I feel like there's so many people and so many things that's be going on around here that no one knows until we know. And so there are probably many other people who, it's not, tear the eyes. It's all these things that go on, behind closed doors. People will still buy tickets. There's always someone that will support these guys. I was talking, I was talking to somebody the other day, and they was like, I feel chill, but I'm gonna listen to, R. Kelly, not R. Kelly. I would never buy a ticket to a show or concert of these folk. If I've already bought a CD, I'll listen to it because I already paid for it. But I don't stream their stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, he did what he is accused of doing things, and I'm not surprised because I feel like in that industry, there's a lot of that going on. Because in the 90s, in the late 90s, the early 2000s, we knew it was a bunch of crazy, just based on the videos alone, based on the songs alone. Okay, we would hear groupie tales of this and that and the other. So I don't think for one second that he's the only one with these allegations being tossed at him. I feel like the reason some other famous folk may be quiet is because they know it happens. People are 100% taking advantage of their power. Whether you are a top music executive, whether you are a top producer, whether you are a top rapper, R&B, or whoever, there are these instances of these men just taking advantage of situations and of people. And because back then there was no voice to be like, I'm not taking it. And now we ain't taking this shit no more. Like, it ain't going down like that. Like, that ain't how it's happening. And that's the reason I think more folk are coming out saying this, that, and the other. But we're going to see. We're going to see. But I need y'all to like the video before we get into Nene leaks. Because liking is always the thing to do. Okay. Anyway, y'all know I have a little palate cleanser between, the conversations. Nene Leakes, okay, is literally suing Bravo. Okay. She filed a whole lawsuit against them for racist work environment. Okay. And this is per the Jasmine brand. She's taking her talent to the courtroom. Okay. She is suing them, claiming that they fostered and tolerated a hostile and racist work environment while she was on the Housewives of Atlanta. Now, this is the crazy part to me. Okay. This is what is insane to me. The fact that she is alleging that she complained to the execs at the show about years of racist remarks from Kim Zolciak Bierman, okay? But says she suffered consequences of her complaints against Kim, how they never listened to her complaints or never did anything about it. Okay, now she's suing NBC Universal, Bravo, True Entertainment, and True the Original, which are the production companies or whatever, and also Andy Cohen. Okay, and I'm looking like, so you suing everybody but not Kim? You are saying that Kim was the one having this racist behavior for years, but you're not suing her because she also worked for Bravo. She also had her own show at Bravo. And not only that, over the year, and this girl, if somebody had been repeatedly saying racist things and being a toxic person to me, I would never be their friend. And the fact that we've seen Nene and Kim fuss and make up and fuss and make up and fuss and make up, that you want us to believe that you're now suing Bravo and all them folk and Andy Cohen directly because of things Kim sitting in. And this is the thing, Kim left the show like in season 4 or 5. Okay, Nene was on the show until season 12. So 7 seasons after the white lady was gone, you still stayed somewhere where you're saying they fostered a racist and toxic work environment. But all the other Black women and Black staff on the show, no one is corroborating this. Now, we do know that Mariah, who was on Married to Medicine, has her own issues with Bravo. We know that as well. But we ain't going to go there. Okay, we're gonna leave that be. That's a different thing because her thing about she owned or started that show, it was her brainchild and how they kind of cut her out. Nene is alleging that Kim was racist. Okay, and she complained for years and nothing happened. I was like, what? And she said NBC Bravo and True foster a corporate and workplace culture in which racially insensitive and inappropriate behavior is tolerated, if not encouraged. It's encouraged. Embezzle. It says the suit specifically examples of during the first season one, that Kim said, I don't want to sit around with Nene and eat chicken. So that's her example of Kim being racist and saying inappropriate things again in season 1. But we've seen her interact with, befriend. They've done so much with each other over the years. Not only that, you have been hanging out with Andy. We're besties, okay? You were perpetuating. You were. This is the thing. You were helping these folks stay in power. Because if you're saying all this that was happening since season 1 and how bad the workplace was, you never complained. You were the HBIC for years. You were the highest paid at one point. You was the one, as you say, that the house you built. So the thing is, if they were that bad, you helped them make that a thing because you helped make their brand bigger. If someone I'm working around with, I don't have time to help you make things bigger. Nene had no issue dealing with Bravo when they was putting out because she was getting paid. Okay, it was not until she stopped being the highest. Once Nene lost her luster for being the golden girl, she then said, "Oh, now you're gonna be racist towards me." And a lot of folks over the years complained about Kim. It's one of the reasons she left the damn show because we was like, "Fuck Kim." Okay, Nene been working my nerves since she got mad at them women about those funeral flowers. Oh, so she couldn't use Candy to justify racism to now. So now she's accusing Kim of creating a racist work environment to validate her BS. The same work woman you assaulted, but then stay right. You've done because you know she called Candy at one point a coon, and so you can't go after Candy at all. Ain't gonna work. But you listing specifically Kim as the person who they allowed to be the racist. I'm like, so not any of the other people, not any of the other, no one, just Kim. But you're not suing Kim. I was like, me just need some money, you know. Kim was gone when they gave her a wedding special. It's crazy and you stay, but we have heard Kim make right. This is the thing. We've heard Kim say things over the years. So that's not new. However, you still work with her and had no issues working with her over the years. And it's the weird part of you're complaining about things that we've seen with our own eyes happen and you ignored. So Bravo forced you to be friends with Kim, or did you do it because you wanted the money? Can't even get out my fucking face. Okay, it also said that during the 5th season, Kim made a racially offensive and stereotypical comment about Candy Home being ghetto. I'm like, Nene, we see you get on the when you went and seen Kenya. You called that the ghetto. So it's like, what did you doing, mama? And how you gonna say because Kim called Candy neighborhood ghetto that affected you? You call people's stuff ghetto. It's crazy. It is crazy to me. Now they say Kim had been using the N-word. I'm like, Kim, you saying the N-word, Kim? Kim. And this is Nene, if she was saying the N-word, Nene, why did you continue to be her friend? Because I don't have any known racist friends. I don't know if I was to find out a friend was racist, we'd be out forever. Forever. Nene did not create Housewives of Atlanta. She was on season 1, yes. It was not her creation. The person who brought it to the network is somebody completely different, so that's not Nene. Nene was booked for the show, okay? Nene must have given the lawyer several reasons for the lawsuits, and this must have been the most likely to win. I don't think she gonna win at all, simply because Bravo are the producers of Bravo will probably put up footage weaning scene of Nene praising them about this, that, or the other. Okay, they'll probably bring out footage of Kim of Nene and Kim hanging out with you. There's gonna be tons of footage of Nene just smiling and jaw jacking with the exact folks she's complaining about now, and that's the hard thing. How do we know she didn't complain? No one's saying she didn't complain. This is my thing. I know it's right. Nene fans up in here, and I want to make something clear. No one is saying Nene did not go through things on the show. No one is saying that she's lying. The point of this is you were on that show for 12 seasons. And in 2021, I'm sorry, it was 2022, for you to try to sue a network based on comments made 13 seasons ago, and while you were on camera, while you were promoting the show, while you were helping build it up to be what it was, even after you called Andy and them racist or whatever, you still kept saying, but if we talk, we can work things out. Because she wanted to be back on the show. So I think people get so enamored in supporting Nene, y'all don't see her bullshit. Had she just sued them for suing them for what she went through, cool. But you gonna bring in Kim in, but you not suing Kim? Kim made these comments and these things that made you have this bad work environment, but you not suing Kim? We've seen you make up with Kim 18,000 times, this and that and that and the other, but you're not suing Kim. Also, people bring up frivolous lawsuits all the time. We've seen lawsuits. We're like, well, how, you sue somebody for what? Girl. And not only that, Nene likes to play victim. She does. The entire crew refused to film with Kim. Correct, because no one liked Kim. No one liked Kim on that show, which is why she eventually left. Back in season 4 and season 5, Nene stayed on for 6 or 7 more seasons. So again, the issue is why can't she scoot over to BT or College Hill? Boom. I hope she goes to trial. We can hear all the behind the scenes issues Nene was having and get the truth about what went. Right. Let the truth come out. But Nene is using this narrative that Kim said this shit and it was problematic. But it's like, what was the producer saying and doing? And this is the thing. Again, if Kim was the one doing this or that, why would Nene continually being her friend? Why was she always being friendly and hanging out with and making up with Kim? Even to this day, her and Kim was on cool-ish terms. That's what's dumb. Nene is fighting. Nene wants to be right so bad that she don't realize she making herself look dumb. And that's my opinion. And that's what y'all are here for. You know what I'm saying? So no one is saying that she did not go through things. No one is saying that she's lying. What she's also doing is she's on some bullshit. You know, and that's the thing. And it's like it irks my nerves when people, after years of shucking and jiving for the white folk, okay, you now want to say it was horrible there. It was just, it's like, yeah, but you have been boasting about how much you were the HBIC for all those years. And it wasn't until they started giving you less and less screen time that you then had an issue. Because the Kim was being dumb since season 1. She left in season 5. If she was that bad, because you're putting it on Kim, you would have no reason to speak to Kim or deal with Kim, because again, she's the source of your trauma, right? That's what I would assume. So the lady at my job one time, who doesn't work there anymore, made a racist remark. And we instantly went to management about it. And it was rectified. I didn't speak to that lady personally after that day. Business-wise, okay, this, that, and the other. I need this and I need that. That's it. That's it. Kim and Nene have been personally linked forever. Forever. And the dumb part about it is Nene, in my opinion, helped cultivate a toxic work environment. Because anyone who does not see that Nene was on bullshit for many a season because she felt like she was the HBIC. Nene felt like what I'm being put through, if these folks either ignore me complaining about Kim, who was now gone from the show. Gone. Out of here. Okay. If that's your issue, cool. But what attests to the other 6 seasons that you was on the show playing HBIC roles? And that's what I think people forget. Right. Boom. Where is it at? They probably did have problems. My problem with that is that you waited until you clearly were not going to be invited back to Bravo to file the lawsuit. And let's not forget, Nene was still asking to be back on the show. She was still asking to have conversations with Andy to get herself back on Bravo. Why? Because you Nene fans, and I don't hate, I like Nene. I think she's great. Y'all are blinded by, but she's the HBIC. No. Anyone who's having all these negative remarks about someone in the company, why would you want to go back? Because you want that attention. And the crazy part about it is, since leaving Bravo, Nene ain't did shit. Her line is great. It be popping. Okay? So she has that. We ain't really seen Nene do shit else. And for the amount of popularity that she had for who she was on Bravo, she was Nene the Leaks with all the memes and gifts and all this shit. She ain't been able to book shit besides BET plus College Hill. Because she burned down Prejudice. When in hindsight, one, they let you go because you are the HBIC. Because you are Nene the Leaks. Because that's who you are. And you should have walked away and got a bigger bag somewhere else with someone who appreciated you. You decided to fuss back and forth with Bravo socially, which means on social media, for like 2 years. And because that 2-year back and forth did not guarantee you or garner you any attention to get you back on Bravo, you said, okay, now let me sue. And the crazy part is, no one is saying And I have to repeat shit because folks don't be listening sometimes. They be listening. No one is saying she has not went through things. No one is saying that what she said is a lie. What we're saying is you lived a lie for 12 seasons on a show that you're now saying treated you bad. But even when they tried to push you out, you were still begging to get back in. You know what I'm saying? That's the gotcha. So no one is saying she don't deserve to be on TV. No one said I think she could, but she didn't play her cards right. Because if these people were horrible to you for 12 seasons, why were you never planning your exit? Why? With the amount of who you are. Cynthia is being booked more than Nene. And Cynthia was the boring one. Kandi being booked up the ass on everything. Because Kandi is also someone and she's making moves outside of Bravo. Nene literally bit the hand that fed her while telling people they ain't shit. They is horrible. But she's still taking shit from it. She wants it. Because again, her whole thing was if we have a conversation, we can work things out. Okay? We can work things out. Entitlement. Kim was given a spit off for alleged bad behavior. I don't like Kim. Never have liked Kim. Never watched a spinoff show. What I feel is Kim was a white woman who white people liked. And Bravo is a production company. They're a business. And they said, okay, she don't work over here. They beefing, bring her over here. Kim and her 18 children and that white man husband of hers got their own show. I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. However, entitlement to me would mean Kim was the only housewife given spinoffs. Nene had one. Kandi had some. A few. Okay. We now know that Portia has had some. Lisa Vanderpump has had some. So some folk have had spinoffs. That's very, very true. Okay. But was Kim's spinoff based on her bad behavior? I think they wanted to get Kim out their face as far as housewives. And as a business, they also knew white folks liked Kim. That's why her show ran for them damn seasons until they got canceled. My thing is, if I don't like you, get out my face. If you ever on show, get out my face. And not only that, Kandi brought up in one of her interviews recently, you have to pitch shows to get a show. We have never heard we have never heard Nene speak about pitching a show. Never. When have y'all ever heard Nene say she pitched them a show? No, she wanted a show. Kim was a smart white woman. She knew she couldn't do shit else. She knew that. Kim probably pitched their ass a show. I'm a white woman. I got all these kids. My husband's ex-football player, whatever. People like me. This can be what it is. See the foolishness that's going on with me. That's a show. Nene has never been interesting on her own. I said a long time ago, Nene should have when Nene went to LA and was on Glee and the other show where she was the nanny of the two gay men's kids or whatever, Nene should have for sure pitched the show Nene Takes Hollywood, where we see her working as an actress, going on, auditions or whatever. That was a time for her to do that. She ain't do it. Nene said, fuck Housewives, Bravo, and she left. And then when the shows were canceled, she came back to Bravo. And at that point, she was upset because she was no longer HBIC. But that's when Nene should have gotten her own show. She didn't play her cards right. And again, I don't like Kim, never had and will. Okay. Once she left Housewives, boop, out of my head. Okay. But I'm not gonna step here and be like, well, Kim got a show. Why did Nene? Because Nene did not do what she should have done to get herself out of being dependent upon Bravo. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, Nene should have saved her money to plan her exit so that she'd never have to come back to that. Nene was one of the highest paid on Bravo housewives. So we're not going to negate that. We know that. Nene was also always on Watch What Happens with Andy, Kiki, and all these things. Nene brought up how she helped plan Andy's baby shower. When you said you helped plan a racist man's baby shower, fuck his baby. So my point, I think people be forgetting, Nene's words now don't match her actions over the years. As a Black woman, I don't have any knowingly racist friends. If I feel someone move like that, I can't fuck with you. And I'll let you know. I'm not going to complain to my bosses about people I hang out with in my personal life who are, jerks and assholes. Because if I have to work with you, whatever. Nene was hanging out with Kim and Andy and them outside of work hours. Like family. Miss me? What the bullshit? Okay. So basically Kim is a member, okay, that you kept refriending, talk to on social media and hanging out with, then beg to get back on the show, but they traumatized you. And let's not forget, Kim and Nene were going to have a spinoff together that never panned out. So you hanging out with the racist lady? Okay. And just a few months ago on The Real, she bragging about how she helped pay for the baby shower. Okay, honey, fuck your kids. Okay, yes, Kim her 18 kids. Nene was on Tamara Hall show crying and could not say what she want. Bravo, she's delusional by Nene. Nene is for sure someone who did not know what to do once she no longer had Bravo as her employer. She just did not know what to do because she had depended upon them for so long. And I think she's been spiraling because what am I supposed to do? I'm sure Nene isn't lying about her time with Bravo, but because of Nene's attitude, no one is going to believe it's coming from her. See, and it's two things can be true at the same time. Meaning, no one is saying she's fully lying. What we're saying is she was a full participant in the bullshit until she felt like, okay, they don't want me no more. I can't come back no more. I can't sit up here and tell someone this was a horrible person. They was horrible. But all the evidence that we've seen were you being friendly and personable with these people you're now saying are the complete opposite. Do you think Kim was the name because she's lacking the funds? Yeah, I think that can be a reason. I think Nene knows she'll get more money from Bravo on them or whatever. So I do agree with that. Why don't Nene try to talk to Carlos and see if she can try to deal on own? When Carlos did his top 10 housewives on his podcast, I said, because he named Nene as his number one housewife of all time. True. It's true. And my statement was, well, why won't Carlos get her a show? Carlos is in his bag right now. He had the BT Experience thing on BT with the group or whatever. He has the 2 Love Marriage Hip Hop show. Like he's doing a lot to where people are seeing he doing shit. Because he had Bell Collective, whatever. So he's doing shit. So if Nene is this person who Bravo was doing wrong, the fact that no one else was able to help her anywhere else and all she got to was BT Plus, the fact that BT won't offer her a show, to me, speaks volumes. But that's just on me. You know what I'm saying? But can Nene carry on her own? She never has before. She can't sue Kim because you can't sue an employee or former employee. You can sue anyone. You can sue anyone that has caused you any kind of stress and this and that. You don't only have to sue your employer. She could file 2 completely separate lawsuits against Bravo and them and Kim. The weird thing is she's mentioning Kim all up through her lawsuit, but she isn't suing Kim. You know what I'm saying? We all saw the racist behavior that Nene defended when it was in her interest. You were you were Samuel Jackson from Django character. So they showed you that you was just like them. I just no one is saying Nene should go sit down somewhere under a rock and just be gone out of her face. No one thinks that. But Nene, to me, is fighting a battle that she perpetuated. Nene, to me, even her situation, like with Monique, complaining about Lee Daniels and them and how they blackballed her. That was one situation from one movie that they went through. Whereas Nene was on this network for 12 seasons. So that's been about 15 years that they've been doing this. So for 10 to 15 years, you were an active participant in helping build the brand of Bravo, while you're now saying this whole time since season 1 that Bravo was perpetuating a hostile. You left in season 8 or 9 and then came back. Girl, you was forever buddy with Kim, beef out with girl bye. You helped plan Andy's baby shower, girl bye. No, you can't do that. It doesn't happen that way. Kim could have been the one who created how. This is true. So sue Kim. Sue Kim. I just don't understand why she is putting Kim's name into so much. But as we've seen different, girl. I just can't. Eva. Oh wait. Eva also agreed with this and said that's why she left Housewives of Atlanta. Why is Eva so quiet now? Brittany said that, not me. I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. Carlos gets an ensemble cast together for a good show. He doesn't have enough friends to make a show. Now, if she did, maybe it would be different. Yes, the panel is tonight. It is on my channel at 9:35 p.m. tonight because we're going to wrap this on up. We've been on for an hour and a half. But yes, the panel is tonight on my channel. Okay, we have all kind of conversations. So come on through and have a good time with us. Okay, with us. No one wants to see Nene, down bad. No one feels like Nene isn't worth, another show. But Nene also burned not only a bridge, she burned the whole fucking free. She burned everything. She can't get nowhere. She on an island somewhere because she burnt the fucking bridge. And I feel like if you knew since season 1, Bravo was on some bullshit and Bravo was trying to, perpetuate this bad work environment, you should not have stayed being the HBIC in that environment for 12 seasons. And then once the network was cutting your episodes, now all of a sudden they are, these horrible people. But had they gave you the episodes you wanted, you would have stayed. Nene only left because she would be making less money and getting less time. That's why she left. Then when she made the choice to leave, she then went off on Bravo, the network, and on Andy. After she went off with all the accusations, she then was doing interviews still saying, if we can have a conversation and working things out, what I'm saying, she will be willing to come back. After Greg passed away, she also was speaking about how she would be open to having a conversation, maybe going back to Bravo for next season. Like, she has consistently been back and forth in it with how horrible they are, but wanting to work things out and go back to them. It's like, no. And I think she thought her accusations against them would force them to say, sorry, Nene, we so sorry. We fucked up. We need you. She also seen how the show went on without her. And while she still has her core set of fans, people still watch the show. And I don't think she thought that would happen. So I do think once she was, okay, what I thought would happen ain't happening. What am I going to do? I got to do something. Let me say sorry. Or not sorry. She didn't say sorry. But let me say, again, we can have a conversation. I'm not having any conversation with anybody who I think is racist and who created a whole toxic work environment. I just can't do that. It ain't in my nature. It just isn't. So I hope. See, Blac, Chyna, and these cases are different. Whereas the Kardashians fully plotted against Chyna. Nene was not plotted against. Nene did not lose her position based on someone sabotaging her, because there are so many other Black women on that network who still around there. So I do hope Blac Chyna wins her lawsuit. I don't know how I feel about Nene winning hers, because if she wins it, does she want to come back on the show? If Bravo hires her back, will she talk a lawsuit? So it's my girl. I'm not gonna do. We're gonna leave it here. Cause I don't look. I don't be trying to go back. I don't have time for the back and forth. I don't have the because it is what it is. Some folk will continually accept bad behavior and not allow our faves to be held accountable. Again, I'm willing to bet if Bravo brought her back and gave her a show, she'd drop that lawsuit. But that's just me. Anyway, y'all know that's it tonight. My channel for the panel. Okay, thank y'all for being around here. Make sure that you have subscribed to my channel and everything. Make sure that you have liked the video and everything. Okay, thank y'all for watching me live. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and on Twitter. I want everyone to have a great, great Thursday. I will see everyone tonight on the panel at 9:30 on my channel. And we will chit-chat and hear what other folks have to say about things and go from there. Okay, enjoy the rest of y'all day. Until next time, I gotta go. Peace.